Hello everyone. So I'm here on Lichess. I'm normally on chess.com. I only started Lichess because Eric Rosen also plays Lichess, and the last time I wanted to join one of his tournaments that he was hosting, I didn't have the right stats to get into the tournament. So I don't normally play Blitz. I think I'm just going to do... Should I do 10 plus 5 Rapid, or should I just do 10-0 Rapid? On chess.com, I think 10 plus 5 might be helpful, but I think I'm just going to do 10-0. Alright, here we go. This is my first game. I'm going to start with e4. He starts with a Carl Khan. He's playing pretty fast, so either that means he's a good player or that means he's a bad player. I don't know. It puts me at 1500. I don't know why it puts me up so high. That's not the move, unless he's trying to go for this at a later point. Considering this, but that doesn't work. Probably this is fine, but this is going to come at a certain point, so I think developing the knight is just fine. If he goes for this, I can just redefend the center with that. I could have considered doing this immediately, going for that. The arrows on here feel better than they do on chess.com, which is kind of interesting. I feel somewhat more responsive. Alright, so right now his knight is blocked in. His knight is blocking in his bishop and his queen, so this isn't a good move. So I don't want to give his pieces anywhere to go. Okay, so I did expect this. I was thinking of doing this, which makes his knight go somewhere else. I don't have to take, I can take back twice, or I could develop the bishop instead. But if I develop the bishop, the queen can get out. So I don't especially like that. I think developing this bishop here might be an alright move. If he takes, I take, and I still have one pawn in the center. I don't think pushing is a good move because then he moves it here and then I have no way to defend it. I could develop the bishop once, but I just don't like it. Alternatively, there is this check at a certain point, but not yet. So I think I'm going to ignore everything that's happening, and I'm just going to go and try to castle. If he takes, I mean, he probably wants me to. Okay, so now I've got one pawn in the center. He closes it down. I could do this, attacking the center immediately, but I don't think this puts pressure on here, but then he can go here instead. I don't think that's the right move. I could do this, but then he just does this or this, which is neither of that's helpful to me. If he does this, then I can take. No, I can't take. I lose it. Alright, so I could develop the knight out. If this, then I can move the knight in, try to get to the center. But I think castling is probably just a fine move here. I'm trying to play pretty much traditionally. Alright, so he does this. Alright, I feel like he's spending too much time pushing pawns. I could bring out my bishop, prevent his bishop from getting these squares. No, because his knight can go there anyway, so that doesn't really do a whole lot for me. I can go to strike down in the center. If he pushes, then I can bring... No, that doesn't work either. Besides, he can't defend like that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and strike at his pawn chain first. Let's see here. If I do this, or I could like try to develop my bishop that way, which is interesting. If I go here, bring the bishop out, but that gives his bishop a place to go. I could attack both of these at once, which actually seems like a pretty strong move. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to defend the pawn first, and then I can go for this move. he pushes this and it hangs that. So, opponent's not in a very good position right now. All of his pieces are pretty much on the back rank, except for his knight, which is blocking two of his pieces. I've got... this bishop's got prospects, this knight has prospects. Alright, so he does that. Alright, so do I want to go here to attack here? And the queen just moves. What I could do is encourage him to move it here and then move it back. But I don't especially like that. If I do this and the queen goes here, then what is my follow-up? I do have this check, but then he has this. But then I can sack, and then I can go for the rook, which is interesting. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try that. And this is still protected. So this is a weakness. That doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really sack. That just encourages that, which doesn't really do much. Oh, but if I go here and the queen is here, so she goes here. So perhaps that doesn't do as much as I'd like it to do. Well, this is interesting. Okay. So, let's see here. If I go and I take here first, allows him to have my bishop. Well, he has to move the queen. So I feel like this is probably the move. So I go here, he has to move the queen, either here. At a certain point I have this check. I'm not so scared of this. Also, I still have this check. And probably should go for this. If he goes here, then I can skewer the king and the queen. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So check first. Sack. Interesting. Alright, so now what? So now, what do I do? Probably go here to attack the pawn here. And in a pinch, I could probably... Do I have another piece that I can develop right now? Not yet. I could go here to threaten that, but I don't think that works. So I think I'm going to go here. It doesn't work because the knight's here, but I can dislodge the knight at a certain point, or I can just take here, and then I can fork, and then pick up the... So he does that instead. Interesting. Alright. So, I think what I can do, because this is attacking the queen right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and take that. So now I have this fork. I have more than enough firepower on this square right now. But also, I can boot out the knight, and he can't really do much about it right now. If he pushes, well, I guess that's the only concern. So if he pushes, then the queen can take. No, she can't because she's doing a job. So I can take, he takes, and then, nope, that doesn't work. Although I could develop this, oh, the knight is hanging. That knight is hanging. So I'm going to have to probably So if I go here, he goes here, I check. Okay, I think that's probably the move. So, it hangs a piece. Well, that doesn't... The opponent's just wandering all over the place now. Okay, so do I have any other checks right now? Not really. So I guess I'll just take the... If he takes, then I just... Okay. I don't have to take... Do I have any desperados? Not really. Oh. Well, that's interesting. So, let's see here. I have this check now. So I think I'm gonna develop another piece. Now I'm gonna trade the queens. I don't have that. Alright. I think I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. Okay, so now I need to make sure that my pieces don't get skewered. So I think I'm going to start by bringing this piece back. It's a little passive, but oh, yeah, it prevents that from happening. So I will now bring back the bishop. The bishop is guarding, so that's not really a threat. Okay, so he does that. Okay, so whatever piece he doesn't take back with. Okay. So now both my rooks are engaged. And I can go for this in the next move. Okay. So now I think I will go ahead and... Okay, so now I'll bring my knight back. He does that. I don't have to take, and I don't think I will take. I think I'm going to go ahead and... Let's see here. Probably... I have this check, so I should probably go for this first, to be honest. So he does that, but that doesn't work. Okay, so now... Well, I need to probably... I have this as well. Do I want this? No, not really. I have this as well. Is this a threat? So long as the knight's covering, it's not a threat. Alright, so I'm going to go like this. So now I've got two rooks on the back rank. So he does that. Alright, so now what? Now what do I do? I have this, doesn't do anything. So I have this. Actually, I think I'm just gonna do this instead, and it is protected. Okay, so now what do I do? I don't have that. This, okay, I think I'm gonna start by doing this. No, yes, I'm gonna start by doing this. Oh, did I have mate right there? No, I didn't. Oh, wait, did I? Not yet. Okay, so he does that. So I'm gonna go check here. Thinking I'm going to go... Oh, I'm just going to move it out of the way. I don't have time to consider... the rook is hanging. I could have just taken the rook. Okay, so the rook is no longer hanging. He's going for a sneaky mate, but I think I have this check. This... I'll just go for it. Check. I have this as well. He's under... Okay, so now here, 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 mate. Okay, probably sloppy overall, but we got it. Is there a way to check the game review? Zen mode, blindfold, input modes with your voice? That is wild. Imagine being so good. You're just like, C4. Okay. But, let's see here. Where's the game review? Analysis board. Alright, so... starting from here, does it work similar? So that was opponent's first inaccuracy, as I pointed out. This was... Okay, F6. This is still good, I guess. He takes, I take. Castles, B5, mistake. So this is good. B7, I have like, wait, what? Two good options here. And I chose the wrong one. That was a mistake. Instead of there, I should have moved it here. I did consider it, but I just like, oh, well, I don't. I guess you can't tell me to move. Anyway. So, move the knight there. Checks. Sacks. Still good. It's hard for me to like read this. Takes. So that was an inaccuracy. I overlooked that the bishop was actually, and he overlooked it. It doesn't really say what the game accuracy is. And then mate. So, settings. Alright, so that was my first game on Lichess. That was 10 plus. Post this to YouTube, see if it does better than some of the live streams that I've done. So I made one mistake, which was that, and one inaccuracy. But 96% accuracy, that's what I was looking for. Made 3 inaccuracies, 3 mistakes, 1 blunder. What? But 90% accuracy. I don't understand this. That's awesome, I guess. Alright, cool. Alright, I will catch you in the next one. Consider liking and subscribing. I did win after all. Give me a like. Alright, talk to you in the next one.